Hey there. This is video blog number 1 on how to make a makerspace. So this is the beginning of an amazing journey on how to take your media center or your classroom or your school and really promote a makerspace mindset for your institution. So I want to talk to you about how I started out, where we finished up, and clearly I don't know where we're going to finish up yet because this is a journey that I'm going to walk through, take you step by step. These videos will only be about 3 to 5 minutes because I want you to get the important piece of information, and I'll have keywords that I'll write up on the board. Now, clearly the words are backwards because the video is flipping it, but hopefully you can still get it. So some of the things that I got for my first day at Watauga High School was the concept of exploration. Go and explore everything and go and just take it all in. I watched students transition from one class to another. I listened to conversations. I watched teachers teaching. I went into different classrooms just to see what the culture was like. And that was incredible, just to go in and not really have any type of conception about what you're going to see, just walking in and just exploring and taking it all in and document. So write down everything that you see. What do you observe? What are some of the big ideas about the culture and things that you want to promote, things that you want to include in your makerspace design? And I think for me, one of the big things that I took away from it was collaboration. These students just love interacting with each other. There were groups of kids that were just getting together and talking in the hallways, and they had time to do that, which was great. They weren't in a rush. They weren't trying to speed on to the next class and miss that opportunity to really talk about their coursework, to talk to their colleagues and their friends about what was going on in their lives. And it made it to where I think they felt valued as people. And that's important because when students kind of feel like they're just here for going from one class to another and they don't have any sense of humanity, that can be hard. So I really got the sense that the students felt like the school and the environment was set up in a way that it wanted them to, work together and collaborate on things. So that was amazing. I also went through and I documented the space that we were going to be transitioning from a media center to a makerspace. So I went through and took a ton of photos. I documented everything that I could because I wanted to be able to go and look at them later and say, here's what it looked like before. Here's what it's going to look like later. Or here, after we take photos of what we're done with. But I want to also to be able, when I go home and I want to draw these designs up and prototype and come up with different designs, I want to make sure that I didn't make any assumptions about things that looked a certain way. I want to make sure I had a photo that I could go back and look at. So I went through and I took a ton of photos and I made sure that everything about the room, I could understand what it looked like, where things were placed, so that way I could go back and look at it. The last thing, and I know it's backwards, but is laying down the groundwork. So when I say groundwork, don't go in there and try and make like you're going to change everything in one day. You've got to be able to get the things that are necessary to do the job. And by that I mean making sure you've got a good wireless connection, making sure that you know how to access the email of people that you need to be in constant communication with. And for me, that was administrators, instructional technology facilitators, help desk, other stakeholders that were in the organization that I need to be in contact with, getting student list, teacher list to talk about how we were going to do things in the makerspace, and I wanted to make sure that I knew how to contact those important people because you don't want to be in a place where you need to get something done and then you're trying to scramble to find somebody's email. You want to make sure that you have those things. So I would say those are the 3 main ideas from day number 1. Tomorrow, what we're going to be talking about is how to begin to collect some data and begin to kind of increase that exploration and get it more specific. So for me, I want to be able to look at what the perceptions of the media center are and what people would like to see in the media center as it becomes a makerspace. So with that is my 5 minutes and they're up. So I hope you enjoyed this and it adds to your groundwork for how you want to make your makerspace. Thank you.